Jesus. Okay. Okay, already out of the gates. So this is for pot. So I noticed last time you played, you kind of have this habit where you like to rely on like this like mid-range SD. Scary, right? Scary against, especially in this matchup. It's scary because like L spin, you die. Like I'm pretty sure you die from 0. Like maybe not with 21 assists on cooldown, but like you're gonna die. Like this shit would hurt. And there's a lot of people that like, especially when they're playing Labco Point, are like looking for exactly an aerial opening because like that's your best bet in neutral, right? You don't have meter to like send EX Lariat or anything like that yet. So like looking for a strong anti-air is probably like really good. You definitely die from 0 at S Broly if he sparks. With 1 assist? I don't know. With 1 assist? My only thing was like, I think he might still need the other assist because his shirt's not off. I'm not sure. Okay, this is good. I would say though, like this is pretty good. This is pretty good. This situation is like kind of cursed though. So like this is like why sometimes you don't necessarily want to stomp. Yeah, L spin's the highest damaging starter. I just like that's still like a lot though. It's still a lot. This is like why Stomp Oki's kind of cursed, because you stomp and like you air tech, you get this JH, right? You're still guessing here, right? And like your option to choose to wait him out is fine because people do like to do soft knockdown into reflect. But I would say keep in mind that like on soft knockdown, delay up tech is like a very powerful tool, especially because you don't have an assist to meaty. If he decides to do that, you have to explicitly wait for him to choose an option and then like try to anti-air it because you're playing Vegito. You don't have Zam available. If you have Zam available, then it makes it a lot easier because then you can just call the assist and then like just kind of see what happens afterwards. But with Vegito on Oki, you like kind of run the risk of like losing your turn here. If you're okay with that, then that's fine. But like I like your choice to wait here. But I would say sometimes just take the SKD. An exception to that would be like if you have no assist and you want to start your assist regen, obviously like you can stomp, but just recognize that your Oki is going to be worse. It is going to be worse if you stomp as opposed to not stomping, just on the basis of giving your opponent more tech options, right? So definitely something to consider. So for that route, do you tag in S Broly early? How does it work? Or do you just do the whole combo with lab coat? Wait, what happened here? Okay. Whoa. And ask for this. Okay, soft counter to S Broly round start. If you see that they like to do 2 success on round start, which is like relatively common for like the not top S Brolys. Like the top S Brolys aren't really choosing this that much anymore because they realize how dangerous it is. You can just hold up forward on round start. If you do 2 successes, you get a JH. If he calls assist, you actually happy birthday him and the game's actually over. And so like, especially in like pool play, when you run into an S Broly, they're gonna choose this round start like a decent amount. And so like you can just literally like get an entire game on that shit, unless they're running like anti-air assist, then it's different. But for this situation, it's like not that good. It's that round start is pretty bad, so you don't have to respect that shit at all. Okay, trying to escape. Yeah, you bring your double jump there in the corner, so like this is like kind of panic, So he's like pressing you, has you in the box, you get hit, right? Vegeta doesn't come out. You tech, you immediately spend double jump, which is the issue, right? After your tech option, burn double jump immediately, right? Now he has no problem SDing you. There's no way you will level 3 his SD here. You can't even see his character. You will not react in time. And so like SD is obviously a really, really big threat and hard to deal with here. And that's why like saving your double jump is pretty important. Or if you're going to spend double jump, you need to get out. You shouldn't be trying to pressure with JS. You should be looking to escape the corner, because if you double jump and he SDs you and you block, you get your jump back, right? And so you can fly your way out of the corner or do whatever, but JS leaves you pretty vulnerable. And there's no reason for him to not really SD you here as well. Like, it's really hard to justify not SDing because you put yourself in a really bad situation. Your assist is not anti-air, so it doesn't reach. And so yeah, I would be careful about spending your air options on defense. It's very, very scary. You gotta keep in mind that like when you're in pressure situations like that, a win for you is escaping. If you escape the situation, especially against S Broly, right? If you escape and you force him to play neutral all over again, you're winning by a lot, right? Don't focus on, I need to hit him here in this situation. Just be like, I'm gonna escape and force him to traverse the screen all the way to try to hit me again. Yeah, it's definitely Chop. Yeah. Cater playing Majin 21. Imagine. What the fuck is this? Okay. You let him live? What's the point of letting him live if you're just gonna mash level 3 on him the next situation? Alright, bro. That's what's up. Mix. Oh man, this is problems. This is so dumb from him. He should have taken steals again. Okay. Isaac watches way too much Blue Lock, brother. Who said that? See, now you're... See, why do people do that? That's a whole different sentence. That's like... You're doing the waffles pancake thing, bruh. Bro, you said the sentence, you want me to act like I suck. I did not say that. Where did I say that? I didn't say that. Hmm? It's ongoing. 24x? Ah, the extra low. Yeah. You're not respecting your own character, huh? So, okay. Yeah, greedy spin for sure. You luck out though, because you don't get comboed correctly, but then you do the pot thing. The same SD that I commented on in the first situation of the game is the same one here, right? It's like a panic response option for you. Gotta clear this up from your habits, especially against top tiers, because all the top tiers have really dumb anti-air options. You'll die a lot for shit like that. But then you fall out of spin somehow. Like perhaps you're just I don't know what the hell that is, but you can't always get this fortunate. That's hilarious. Okay, this is a good place to check with spin, but it's a little dangerous because if he actually no, here it's fine because he actually has no assist. So like, this is hard to get to jail. So like, checking with spin here gets your turn back. Sparking is like safer, sure, but like, yeah, it's a good place to check. You did what? The fuck? Bro, press empty vanish. What are you doing? Don't run for it. Don't run for it. There's no reason to run for it. For what? You could even like press Vegito empty vanish. Way safer than what you did there. Greed. Escape, right? Focus on escape. You're still in disadvantage. Yeah, it's just 0, so. Probably held up. Shit don't feel like 0. I mean, what do you mean? Like, it's what? You mean like it feels like the person that sparks is plus? That's, I mean, well, that's just empty vanish. Pretty silly. Oh, no. Whoa, hey, whoa. Okay, he drops here. Okay. Does it anyway. Okay. Vanish. Reflect vanish. Alright. He actually should have done this earlier. His reaction was kind of slow here, but you get punished here for this too. Right. So it looks like you're relying on JS a little bit too much. Overcommitting, too many key blasts. Okay. SD is becoming a big problem. Big problem for you here. TC, okay. No. So, okay. So, like, right, your vanish, this vanish, panic vanish stuff is, like, kind of awkward, because, like, if you don't choose this option in the first place, right, then you don't have to vanish. You only vanish here because you 5S, right? You 5S and you're like, oh shit, he's nowhere near where my 5S is, so I'm gonna vanish and try to get away, right? You don't have to do that. You know, you don't have to do that. Just don't 5S, right? Just don't press something and just leave, and then you don't have to vanish. It's that same. This is the same SD that I've been talking about this entire time, right? This is the same exact SD, though, right? You do this a lot. It's like, if I were playing you in tournament, I would literally just like try to put you in this situation as many times as possible, because I know you'll respond with the same SD every time. Okay. You don't really have to like hard bait here either. In this situation, I would much rather see you like actually just like anti-reflect him instead of hard baiting. But yeah, it works out here. But so against some people, you're just gonna give up a turn there because you didn't do anything meaty. Like people that like hold up and shit, it's gonna be hard. That was so scary. Okay. Yeah, he probably held up. I don't think he reacted to blocking the assist fast enough. Vanish habit, right? Again. No. Ouchies. Try to just press for it. He should kill you here. Combo sucked. Yeah. Pretty hard to come back there with not enough health. Yep. This time he does it to you. That's actually really funny. You both do this, SD. So, okay. So, like, what you do here in the neutral game is pretty presumptuous. And what I mean by that is, like, you can't assume that they're just gonna hold your assist block stun, right? Especially when you're playing Vegito. It's too common. It's too common of an assist to, like, assume that people are gonna want to hold it. No one wants to hold it, right? No one wants to hold Vegito A. And so, like, what you should be doing is putting him into situations where he has to hold it. How do you do that? Okay, you call Vegito in the same place that you did, right? Okay, check with spin. L spin. Whoa, you SD'd, you died, right? You just died. It's very, very strong. It's like literally like if you're playing the shell, like if you're playing Vegito lab coat, like this is one of the strongest things in the game you can do. There's no real answer to it. There's no real answer to it because you get a turn no matter what, right? You spin. If he gets hit, they take the highest damage starter. If he blocks, you get an entire ass string, and no one wants to block lab code anyway, right? And so, like, don't assume that they're gonna hold the block stun from Vegito. No one. Don't assume on anyone. Not a single person, right? Unless you're hitting them with Vegito like very close to the ground, do not assume. Do not assume. This is far too high up to assume that he's going to. When you have a whole ass fucking 360-degree hitbox that you can just press and then just see what happens, right? Making the work harder on yourself there. Thing about Dragon Ball FighterZ right now is the decision tree in a lot of cases will come down to just press the broken move, right? Times have changed. There are a lot of situations that just boil down to you should have clicked the broken move. And that was one of those situations. Whoa. Go back. Okay. You just don't block. Okay. I think losing lab coat on this team is really bad for you because you lose the true block synthesis for Zam. And so like you should probably just spark there. This drop is pretty bad. GC'd in the same place. So like last game when you got put into level 3 situation against Esbroly, you GC'd in the same place. So you gotta keep that in mind. GC is good against Esbroly though, but make sure you're like mixing up your timings. I think this only happens because Esbroly is tall. I think most characters you actually just go over his head. That's actually hilarious. How with Zam versus LCM, you can fight her, but like she has really good checks for Zam stuff. You're pretty much just hoping she makes a mistake, which, like, you know, pretty tough sometimes. 3-8. Damn. Yep. This is exactly why Stomp Oki is like, bro. What are you doing, brother? Zam can run from LC. He can try to, yeah. I mean, if there's any character that can run away from him, it would be him. But you could still get caught, for sure. Like I said, she has really good checks to his shit, but you don't want to really directly engage with her as Zam, because like most of his shit is airborne. You lose the spin most of the time. No one does fairly good against lab coat. Like, It's not a thing. Everyone loses to this character. Man, this isn't even like, it's not even horrible, to be honest. As much as I want to like say that it's pretty bad, it's not that bad. It's certainly not the first time I've seen it. And the reason that it's not bad is because like most Vegito pressure is very like for lack of a better term, you're all very lazy. You all do the same stagger strings over and over again. And so like the only way you stop him from checking here is by mixing up your block strings. So if you just go into 5H instead, right, then he just gets hit and he loses a character, right? Because this is like a hard call out, right? This is a hard call out because there's only one thing it beats, right? It's only one thing it beats. It only beats 5S, right? Anything, if you chose anything else, it loses, right? That means you got red, which means you're being too predictable here, right? So take that as you will. Don't do that. You lucky this isn't my Majin. So fuck. You actually get grabbed. Like you get, you're actually fucked. She has frame 1 invul command grab here. So like you press SD. Yeah, she 3M'd, but it doesn't matter because it's frame 1. So you just press his command grab and you died. That's scary shit to deal with, man. I don't know how. I mean, I haven't watched Alien play all that often lately. I don't think he's necessarily the best at utilizing steals in the right place, but if I'm trying to prepare you against the better Majins, I mean, even some of the better ones don't, but like they should, right? Gotta assess your risk reward at all time, you know. Yeah, I don't know why you did this. Pretty weird. Right, this means you did it late. If he can get the vanish out in time, that means you did it too late. Gotta go earlier. Yeah, that should not be fine because you see how the reflect auto corrected, right? That means you did it too late. Why don't Zams just let him reflect and react to the option afterwards? It's not as easy as you think. His reflect is multi-cancelable, right? So if you let them reflect the blades, you're still guessing on what they're going to choose afterwards. And you can't see as the Zam player either, right? And so after the reflect happens, you have to think about SD, raw tag, bust out moves, you know, DP is, level 3 is, anti-air moves, buttons. It's just too much. You can't be ready for everything at once there, especially against characters with strong invul states. But yeah, he needs to just do that vanish earlier. It's a video clip. Wow. It's okay. Omega lol. You just, yeah, Majin will do it to you. Call out? No, he tunnel visioned. 100%. When he started here, he thought in his mind, like, I'm gonna look for nothing but spin. And, you know, it was a read, and it worked out. There is a world where you try to react with level 3 and it's too late though, so if you're gonna do shit like that, definitely make sure you're snappy on inputs. Yeah. Overall assessment, too reliant on system mechanics. You're relying far too much on SD and Vanish to get you out of disadvantage. You need to be focusing on good movement and making smarter overall defensive decisions to escape pressure rather than betting it on a system mechanic and praying that it gets you out. It's a big thing. Other thing is use of jump resource. You need to mine your jumps much more, for sure. It matters a lot, right? And you're playing Zam as well, so like when Zam's on point, it's like not, you don't have to worry about it as much because obviously you have flight, but like don't feel like disadvantage. When you're in disadvantage, your goal is not to get a hit, right? Really, really hammer that sentiment into your mind. The goal is not to get the hit. The goal is to escape disadvantage. The game is too high damage for you to try to get the hit while in disadvantage. You'll just die. Like, that's just the game right now, right? Everything kills you. And so, like, especially post knockdown, like, you just need to think, okay, what do I need to do to escape? Don't YOLO, right? Some stuff is okay to just block. And don't panic. Like, don't panic. If you panic on defense, you'll never have good defense, ever. Never, ever, ever. You'll never have good defense if you panic. And so you need to be making rational decisions. Think about the options that he has against you on offense, right? Using guard cancel against S. Broly, obviously a good choice. It's also good against like Blue Gogeta, right? But if you guard cancel in the same place, in the same way, every time you'll just die. Similarly, right, when you run your strings, if you're doing the same string over and over and over again, it's easier to defend. That's why you got spun on your Vegito 5S in there, right? Because he's like, oh yeah, he's gonna 5S like he always does. I'm just gonna press spin. And so like, yeah, keep him guessing on offense. Keep him guessing on defense. Gotta keep a level head, right? Gotta keep a level head. Mentality, composure is like a huge thing in sets. Especially like, it matters more the higher you go up, right? I can't tell you how many sets I've seen thrown against, you know, people that are stronger than the player because they just can't keep composure. In some cases, like, they do really well, they're actually in a good position to win, and then they lose their composure, and the more experienced player ends up winning out on just composure alone, right? So don't panic. Practice defense a little bit more, so you don't have to rely on the system mechanics as much as you did there. All right, add time. Panic against Blueku. I mean, it's hard to defend when you panic. It's hard to defend Blueku already, but if you panic, I think it's even harder. Once again, kind of presumptuous. It's like kind of the same thing, right? It's like kind of the same thing as I told Pot, where like people mashing SD, right, would just cook you here, right? I think most of the time you're gonna be better off like being there with a button ready just in case. Delay 5 HP cooking you. You know how I feel about that, bro. I've been preaching about that shit forever. It's like that shit's broken against everyone. Damn. You don't have meters, so you have to hold that. Okay. Okay. The most important part of dash block is the block. Checking through my flight here soon. Okay. Okay. God, if you please do that a lot with barrier. Yeah, it's not, I mean, it's not great. It's not great. It's not great. What the fuck was that? Again, you probably held up. If I were to guess, looks like you got frame trapped. This block string fucking sucks. Holy shit. Nah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty he doesn't like, this is not pressure though. I would have rather him done like lariat spin, anti-air spin or something. Oh, pfft. Wait, what? What just happened? Oh, he just was late. Oh, he hesitated. Oh. That's actually hilarious. Okay. I mean, I guess that works out. I just... you should have died for that vanish, though, for sure. Okay. Okay, okay. Oh, yeah, it's a stop sign. You can't do that. Look at the range on this assist, bro. This shit. I mean, even it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you expect to hit it that far or not, right? Like if you think he has 17 available, this SD is just bad in general. Because like even if you would have gotten there faster, you still get barriered, right? Like even if you would have made it here in time, you still get barriered. So like, yeah, it's just not great with an assistant. Okay. Anyway. All right. Okay. Thank you, JS here. Yeah, I don't think JS is what you should be choosing in this range. Not against this character. There's so many ways to be wrong, right? Both spins smoke you. Beam smokes you. Yeah, there's not a lot of ways to be right doing JS in this range in this matchup. I would kind of ease up on that option. What's up, Scarif? How you doing? Okay. Okay, problem here. Get hit by 17, you tech, you double jump, you legs. What's the problem with this, right? You have no double jump left. Spin's a hard check to you. Right? SD from directly under you is also very hard for you to deal with in that situation, even against like non-lab code characters. What the fuck was that, man? -9! -8, but even Vegito gets a 5L Punisher. Gotta take that punish. Gotta. You're not gonna get this situation very often, especially with his assists. Gotta take your punish. Gotta. Guard cancel against 17 is pretty hard to get away with. Get away with it here, but I'm pretty sure this is a punish on his part. He committed to grab. If he does anything but grab there, you get hard punish. So yeah, be a little bit careful with that for sure. GC Vanish against sparking opponents is just not good. In general, empty Vanish just punishes you anytime you do it. So I would be careful about that in general. You're like, God, Vermeer, you're so dumb. Like, why did you spin here? What are you spinning? Spin for what? I don't understand this spin at all. I legit don't understand. I don't understand why you spun there. What? That was such a bad spin. Holy shit. What the fuck? Okay. I would even consider DHCing here, just for health management purposes, but. Okay, that was weird. Okay. Stabilize. Technically 2Hable, right? Blocked 5M, you didn't commit to any button afterwards. Like this is a dead character. Yeah. You're just doing your string here, right? You didn't press a special move or anything, so you can just cancel into 2H and kill him. Off 5M? Yes. Why, guys? It's just a normal button cancel. Why wouldn't you not be able to 5M? Why wouldn't you be able to? It's just a regular ass button. Yeah, any normal works for that. That's why, like, That's why like people have to keep in mind like what's a good guard cancel and what's a bad guard cancel. It's like held up, I guess. I don't know. I think like something that is very apparent in neutral is like you're always the first person to burn his assist. Like always, you're always the first person to burn his assist. I think you should try to hold a little bit longer if you can. Yeah, this is like not great. Hey, you got like Janemba. I can't stress this enough. It's a very reactive character. It's a very reactive character. You're not gonna have initiative in neutral a lot with Janemba, and so like you're gonna have to just play more patient and wait for opportunities because like he can't like get away with like you try to JS here, right? And it's just, like it's too slow. You don't have the speed in neutral to just like do shit aside from like slash every now and then. Yeah, you should know that this doesn't kill because yeah, air super. Okay, I mean you could just spend the grab instead, right? So you can get grounded super. Yeah, it's a bad miss. It's a bad miss. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy with meter. No reason to be greedy with meter in this game. Imagine it's the last match in pools and you lose the set because you chose to not spend meter. Right? You know how awful that's gonna feel? Just spend it. It's fine. Yellow. No confirm. 2 wins already. Have you come to complain? For what game? What are you talking about? I mean, Strive is impossible. That shit's impossible. That shit's actually impossible. That shit. that tournament is not possible to win. It's not possible to win. Oh god. Bro, it's 1,000. It's 1,100 entrants, bro. It's absurd. Strive bracket's absurd. It does it like it's actually ridiculous. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Okay. Let's see. Spark transition. Okay. Steam. You gotta up your defense against stuff like that, because like giving him the hit without using an assist there is like really, really bad, because you're almost guaranteed to die on any hit. Like if someone JHs you and spark and they have 2 assists, you're gonna die, right? Is how it goes. How does he leave? He doesn't leave, right? You can't leave. The only thing you can do in this situation is like guess, right? So like we'll break it down a little bit. He presses spark, right? The first mistake is that he has 2 assists against Vermeer, who has no assist, and he loses neutral. That's the first problem, right? Don't just send 2H here, right? You don't have to 2H. Like this is like, right? If anything, like this would be a place to punch, right? But like 2H is just too YOLO. And you don't even have meter to save yourself, right? That's the big problem. If you had a meter to like whiff cancel this into empty vanish, then you're fine. But without it, it's like kind of awkward. Okay, then this happens, right? He burns an assist to try to get in. He counter sparks. Vermeer's assists are cooling down. This is the problem, right? So you cannot leave this situation, right? You can't leave. There's no way to leave because you're in jail. But, right, you can still react. And so, like, you don't generally want to guess. You don't generally want to guess here. But you need to block this cross-up, at least, right? You at least want to block this cross-up. And the reason that you want to block this cross-up is because if you block the cross-up, you force him to spend an assist to mix you, right? And that makes the combo afterwards severely less damaging, right? It just does. It just does. And he has to do it with 17, because if he does it with 16, then like his pressure afterwards is not gonna be that good, right? Like it's key blast, so he can't even like true mix you. Can't true 50-50 you on 16. He has to call 17, right? And so like that's why it's particularly bad to take this hit, because now with 2 assists you're definitely dead. Like you're definitely dead. Like if there was any doubt in your mind, like you're absolutely gonna die there, right? No. Neo and Faulty gonna handle that for you? I am actually quite interested in the Faulty Jake Ryan match. They were talking a lot of shit beforehand, so that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna definitely be in the crowd for that one. There's a lot of good matches. A lot of good matches. Jeter beat him last time, you think? Even so, though, Jake Ryan's been grinding for sure. You like Neo over Lekovic? I would probably, if I was a betting man, I would probably bet Alec. I would probably bet Faulty in the Jake Ryan match, but I would probably bet Lekovic in the Neo match, to be honest. He meted DR'd you? Yeah. I mean, this is like barrier 101, right? Barrier DR, like, you just gotta text. There's like no other thing you can really do here. You think Jank might have it? It's very close. It's a very close match, I think, actually. But we'll have to see how Jake deals with the weirdness, because Faulty doesn't play traditional DBFZ like that. And sometimes that is to his detriment. Lab code assist. Oh my god. Hilarious. I need a hit confirm there. Okay. Yeah, I sleep when it comes to online, brother. I mean, I sleep when it comes to offline in this game, but like definitely net play. Like, on the real, like shit. Okay, I think you killed him. No. I think you could just M-legs here and be fine. And probably even a bad combo kills him there. Okay, Vanish is really bad here. Right? What you want to do instead is 2-4S. Because Vegito can't 2H cancel on his 5L. It's special in that regard. But you can 2-4S. You get a punish, right? Don't Vanish because you actually get 2H for this. You actually lose your character for it. It's not just like a, oh, that was not a great decision. This is a, oh, you lost a character for doing this. Because the moment you Vanish, he becomes actionable, right? And so he gets a turn at the very least. At worst case scenario, he 2Hs or characters frame 1 anti-air you, and you literally lose the character. So I don't do that Vanish. If you didn't do anything counter, otherwise just let the guard cancel hit you. It's fine. It's fine. Guard cancel hits you, you reset to neutral. It's not a big deal. That worked out, but holy. Now you got outmoved, brother. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. You just gave up. You gave up your Oki for what? Stick your SKD. This is like strictly a worse knockdown. There's no reason to do this. It's like just less advantage. Is Lucar over a Skeezer? Lucar's the better player, if that's what you mean. Yeah. I fuck with Skeezer heavy, but Lucar is definitely, especially in tournament, right? Like it's not in tournament, it's not even close, right? Lucar literally got fucking 9th at Evo, bro. Like he wins tournaments too. Like I don't think it's close. Like I was like, but is Caesar skilled enough? Absolutely, absolutely. That's a good set. Bro, there's no way you don't grab him here. There's no way you don't grab him here, right? So like, okay. Important, right? You don't always grab here, but like as a check sometimes, I think it's worth. Because the only thing you lose to here is JS. Most players, I'm gonna say most because people are psychopaths when they play this game, they're not gonna aggressively float into you and then JS. Most players will not do that because it's very unsafe, right? There's a lot of things you lose to because JS is slow. So like if you stick out a button and stuff like that, like you just get fucking cooked. Like, you know, Saint, yeah, he's West Coast. Yeah. Yeah, you got blessed, I think, because Steve's dropping out, yeah. I wish Steve would have told me so I could have fixed the bracket before that, but... always some shit, bro. Damn it. Okay, confirm. Okay. No. No, no, no. This is high. Okay. So like sometimes, so in situations like this, right? My advice is like, don't be greedy, right? It might not seem greedy, but in my experience, in situations like this where it's essentially you're putting him into a last hit situation, right? What matters here, especially because you're spending Vanish anyway, you're not going to get a level 3 knockdown, is the knockdown, right? The knockdown's the most important. So like you 2-3 success him here, right? It's very high. It's like very high up, right? I wouldn't even bother trying to time a grounded button for the conversion here. You're gonna kill him on the next hit anyway. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter how much damage you get off this Vanish conversion because you're gonna kill him. You're limit break Vegito. So like you could just jump and complete this combo just to make sure you get the knockdown, right? Because that's what matters. Instead, what happens is you hit him high up, he techs, you miss, right? And now this is really bad. This is really, really bad. It's like, it's not a situation you want to be in. Like, it's not a situation to be in. Just take the, don't worry about the optimal conversion. Like, so many people in this game do that. They worry about the max damage, the max meter conversion in every situation. Doesn't matter in situations like this, right? The knockdown is what matters. Everything else is like, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're going to hit it. You're going to kill him on exit anyways. It doesn't matter how much damage you do on a Vanish conversion. Just take the SD if you need to. That's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Fuck it. Like, it's fine. Gotta be a little bit quicker on the draw here. He gives you it, right? If you 5M'd immediately when you saw it, the game's over. You hesitate a little bit though. And I get why, because like this shit is mad active. It's pretty scary. But this comes with experience, right? This comes with experience, like knowing, okay, this is how long the move takes. I'm going to time my 5M. There are Vegitos that will get this kill here. And so, yeah, gotta just gotta be a little bit more versed in the situation, which is fine. I'll be really careful about this. Really careful, because after you JS, you have nothing. You have nothing, right? You do sword on block, spin checks you everything. It checks everything you do. What can you do that's safe to spin here? Nothing. It catches everything. Like, even if you try to legs your way out of the situation, I'm pretty sure it hits you because the hitbox is so massive. So like, don't put yourself into that situation. Or if you're gonna do JS, like, you might just want to hold afterwards, because like yeah, you can maybe escape with grab, but like generally throwing out JS here is not great because of the situation afterwards. It's very presumptuous. You're assuming he's gonna get hit by it. It's too dangerous against lab coat in particular. There's too many things that can go wrong. Okay, this is fine. Just stay calm. Just stay calm. Aggressive float. Get caught jumping, right? Ah, you backdashed. Ah, remember what I told you last time? Remember what I told you? Remember what I told you last time? Backdash killed you. From full screen. From full screen, you backdashed. Give him the game. Yeah, it's all Friday. All of Dragon Ball is on Friday. Only top 24 through top 8 is stream. Who's this for? It's for Justin. So you gotta. It's rough, but it is what it is. It's how it always is at Frosties. Dragon Ball is not a main game at all. So we went through the same shit last year. Like it's yeah. You just gotta get used to the game not being a priority. But yeah. So generally, I think like you're thinking too much in the moment and panicking. Instead of setting yourself up for better situations after the option, right? You don't want to play presumptuous fighting games, right? Don't play presumptuous fighting games. Don't assume anything, right? Don't assume. Assuming is something that you can only afford to do when you're in a situation that you have played countless times and you have a very specific read on the person you're playing against. Yes, you play Vermeer a lot, not enough to get to that point, right? You're not there yet, right? So don't assume. Do not assume, right? You want to react. Do not assume. If you assume and you're wrong, you're dead, right? You're dead for assuming and being wrong. Give him free hits. So what you want to do is choose things that handle the situation after the best, right? Always think about +1. What are the consequences of the action I'm about to choose? Do I have something to save myself? What's the risk reward? Do I die for choosing this option? Does he die for choosing this option? Because if something has a super high risk and the reward for you is not even like a dead character or something, then like it's probably not worth choosing, right? It's probably not worth choosing the situation, considering punishes are super hard in this game. Like you just get punished really hard against the top tiers. So like it's pretty scary. And that dynamic even changes more because you're playing against double defensive assist, one of them being barrier, right? So the way that the game is fundamentally played, it changes when these assists are in play. And so don't assume. Do not assume, right? I don't care how many times you played him. Don't assume. You're playing reactive characters, right? You're playing defensive reactive characters. You're playing Janemba, you're playing Gogeta 4, right? Those are reactive characters. See option, answer option. Do not assume. Do not assume. You're setting yourself up for failure by assuming a lot. Also, on defense, when your opponent puts you in a 50-50 setup, I don't know if you know this, but you really bias towards blocking high. You're being lazy. You're not actually guessing, right? You're just always blocking high. So you get hit low a lot. That can be fixed though. Just guess, right? Just actually guess. Just actually guess. Tools you're not utilizing. No J2H on Janemba. You need to work a little bit of 2-2S in there too. React though. Do not assume, right? Don't see your opponent in the air and be like, I'm just gonna press J2H. See your opponent tag or super dash or spin J2H. See what I mean? Reactive. Do not assume. If you assume with those tools, you will die. Because they have a lot of recovery, right? There's a lot of ways to get punished. If you react with those tools though, it makes you way harder to open up and it makes your neutral way scarier, right? You're playing super aggressive with these characters when you don't necessarily have to, and you're always the first person to spend your assist, right? Just relax. You don't need to get the hit right this second, right? You can get the hit at any point. You don't have to be right now. Do not panic. Do not panic. There's no reason to panic. What are we panicking for? It's fine. You're fine. You're fine. Especially in casuals. Like you're fine. You're fine. You'll find in tournament when you're playing defense, people just kill themselves. They just kill themselves, bro. Like I've been doing analysis for this game for 5 years. Like as much as people think that people will not just choose the option that will get them killed, they always do. People always choose the option that gets them killed. Like it's very common. So like you don't have to really do a lot most of the time. You can just wait for them to hang themselves, right? And that's fine. You didn't even like get to really play offense that much this set because you're losing neutral so much, right? So your neutral needs a lot of work, and I think it'll get a lot better once you decide to just relax, play reactive, use your tools to answer tools. That's what your team is best at, is answering tools. You have a lot of checks to your opponent advancing, but only if you're willing to actually react. If you assume, you'll never get there in time. Okay. Bro, you know how I know the rejump video is fire? I have people in other languages I can't even understand, quote retweeting me saying, watch this video. That shit's crazy. Here's the shit's insane. Okay, next. Oh god, you're playing Hook? Okay. Alright. Can only imagine. Okay, this is kind of small brain. This is kind of small brain, to be honest. Like this spin, kind of obvious. Playing against Piccolo, Orb is there. A little bit small brain, especially when he just showed you he's willing to check with 2H, just in case. I'll be a little bit careful about that. He just barely doesn't get there in time, but he had the right idea. He played like 20 games. This is just the last 4. I see. Okay, it's fine. Okay, we have 17, so... Oh, you did everything right except the punish. You did everything correct here. Stomp. We frame kill. I don't like this air dash that much, to tell you the truth. So I won't say everything. I won't say everything. I don't like this air dash that much. Just stand there. Like, actually just stand there, right? Stand there on his body. And if he up-techs, then obviously you know what to do. If he doesn't up-tech, though, you just call 17 or anti-reflect him. You can't like, your anti-reflect is kind of weak when you already have spent, when you've already spent air dash there. It's kind of awkward. But like, he tackles into barrier, like, you just kill him. Just kill him. Just spin him. Spin, 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 spin. Spin. Spin, spin, spin. Spin. Spin is really good against his team, right? Because he calls Piccolo, right? He can't save himself. Okay. When you raw call, get in the habit of raw call, run up, anti-reflect. A lot of people like to do reflect mash on raw assist calls, which is like a fine check, but it only checks super lazy offense transition. If you run up and you do anti-reflect out of this, he just gets cooked, right? This is like, most people are not mindful enough to do that, but it's something that's good to get in the habit of. Yeah, your pressure is worse if he blocks, but like, it's better than eating a punish or just losing your turn outright on this, right? Ah, he meaties with spin. Yep. You can't even defensive assist call there. Like, just, yeah, it's got to block, brother. You don't have 17 to save you. It's pretty hard to defend. 5L? What are you doing? No. Okay. Careful, right? If I'm him, like, I'm definitely pressing spin. Especially because I have spark to save me. Like, yeah. Oh, you get away with one. Okay. I think lab coat spinning post spark there is literally the layer 1. That's why I'm even bothering like bringing it up, because like, yeah. I think Joe Schmo and pulls with lab coat would also spin you there. No, no, no. You're playing an unguard cancelable character. You got it. You gotta press the circle button, brother. Please barrier him. This is not a guard cancelable character. He's giving you a free hit. Like, don't do not let him get away with that. That's like one of the things that 17 does so well. He like deletes guard cancel. Like, gotta. That to me that's like, you know, basic 17 stuff. So cooked. Okay. I wonder if you'll remember that you're debuffed. I wonder if it'll matter. There's something here. It's unfortunate. Okay. It's a punish, but like, who expects someone to do this in neutral? It's tough. It's tough. So once again, I would get in the habit of like also in situations like this, because like I don't know if Hook does it, but a lot of people do like to mash reflect after putting themselves -5 with their opponent's back.